Welcome back to Storytime Central, where we bring you the most unbelievable real-life stories from across the internet. Today's story is absolutely wild, and I promise you won't believe where this goes. A woman discovered something shocking when her best friend stayed over at her place, and what happened next completely changed both of their lives forever. This involves secret feelings, hidden cameras, unexpected confessions, and a twist that nobody saw coming. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into this incredible story. So this story comes from a 28-year-old woman, let's call her Emma, who shared this on Reddit, and it blew up with over 50,000 upvotes in just 2 days. Emma starts her post by saying she needs to use a throwaway account because this situation is so personal and some of her friends know her main Reddit username. She begins by explaining that she has a best friend named Lily, who she's known since college, about 7 years now. They've been through everything together: breakups, job changes, family drama, you name it. Lily has always been the person Emma calls first when something good or bad happens, and vice versa. Now Emma has been living alone in a nice apartment in Manchester for the past year after she got a promotion at her marketing job. It's a cozy one-bedroom place, nothing fancy, but it's hers, and she's proud of it. Lily, on the other hand, has been living with her boyfriend, Marcus, for about 3 years in a different part of the city. Emma admits she never really liked Marcus much. She always felt like he didn't treat Lily the way she deserved. He was the type of guy who would make plans with his friends and cancel on Lily last minute or forget important dates like her birthday. But Emma kept her mouth shut because Lily seemed happy, and who was she to judge? So here's where the story really begins. It was a Friday night around 10 p.m. when Emma's phone rang. It was Lily, and she was crying hysterically, barely able to get words out. Emma immediately went into panic mode, asking what happened, if she was okay, if she needed her to call someone. Through the sobs, Lily managed to say that Marcus had cheated on her. She had found messages on his phone with another woman, messages that were explicit and had been going on for months. Lily had confronted him, and he didn't even try to deny it. He just shrugged and said he didn't think it was a big deal and that Lily was overreacting. Can you imagine the audacity of this guy? So Lily packed a bag and left their apartment, and she was now sitting in her car in a parking lot, not knowing where to go. Emma didn't even hesitate. She told Lily to come straight to her place and that she could stay as long as she needed. Within 30 minutes, Lily was at Emma's door with red, puffy eyes, mascara running down her face, and a duffel bag in her hand. Emma hugged her tight and brought her inside. They spent the next few hours on the couch with Emma, just listening while Lily poured her heart out. She talked about all the red flags she had ignored, how she felt stupid for not seeing it sooner, and how she wasted 3 years of her life with someone who didn't respect her. Emma kept reassuring her that none of this was her fault, and that Marcus was the one who messed up, not her. They ordered pizza, drank some wine, and by around 2 a.m. they were both exhausted. Emma's apartment only has 1 bedroom, and the couch isn't really comfortable enough to sleep on for a whole night. So Emma suggested they just share the bed like they used to do during college sleepovers. Lily agreed, and they both changed into pajamas and got into bed. Now here's where Emma admits something she's never told anyone before. She's had feelings for Lily for years. Not just friend feelings, but romantic feelings, real deep feelings that she's been pushing down and ignoring because she never thought Lily would feel the same way. Lily has always dated men and never once mentioned being interested in women. Emma convinced herself that these feelings would go away eventually, and that maintaining the friendship was more important than risking everything by confessing. But lying there in bed next to Lily in the dark, with Lily's hair spread across the pillow and the moonlight coming through the window, Emma felt her heart racing. Lily was lying on her side facing Emma, and even though she had been crying all night, she still looked beautiful to Emma. Emma tried to fall asleep, but she couldn't stop thinking about how close they were, how she could reach out and touch Lily's face if she wanted to. And then something unexpected happened. Lily whispered Emma's name in the darkness. Emma responded, asking if she was okay, if she needed anything. And Lily said something that made Emma's heart stop. She said, "I need to tell you something," and I don't know how you're going to react, but I can't keep it inside anymore. Emma's mind started racing, thinking maybe Lily knew about her feelings somehow, maybe this was going to be the moment their friendship ended. But instead Lily said, I think the reason I'm not more upset about Marcus is because I've been in love with someone else for a long time now. Emma's breath caught in her throat and she managed to ask who. And Lily said, you Emma, it's you, it's always been you. Emma was completely stunned, frozen, unable to process what she just heard. Lily continued talking, saying she had been hiding these feelings since their second year of college. She dated Marcus and other guys before him, because she thought that's what she was supposed to do. She thought these feelings for Emma were just a phase or confusion, but they never went away. Every time Emma got into a relationship, Lily felt jealous. Every time they hugged or held hands or had deep conversations late at night, Lily wanted more. She said she couldn't keep pretending anymore, especially now that her relationship with Marcus was over. She said she understood if Emma didn't feel the same way, and if Emma wanted her to leave she would, but she needed Emma to know the truth. Emma was silent for what felt like forever, but was probably only 30 seconds. And then she did something she never thought she'd have the courage to do. She reached out and took Lily's hand and said, I've been in love with you too for years. I just never thought you'd feel the same way. The relief and joy on Lily's face was immediate, and then they kissed. Emma describes it as the most perfect kiss of her entire life. Like everything suddenly made sense. They stayed up talking until sunrise about everything. About all the moments over the years where they both felt something but were too scared to say anything. About how they both thought the other one was straight. About how much time they wasted being afraid. They decided to take things slow, since Lily had just gotten out of a relationship, and they didn't want to rush into something that could potentially ruin their friendship if it didn't work out. But over the next few weeks, they grew closer and closer. They went on proper dates to restaurants and movies and parks. They held hands in public, and Emma says it felt incredible to finally be open about her feelings. Lily moved in with Emma officially after a month, and they transformed the apartment into their shared space. Everything seemed perfect, like a fairy tale. But then the twist happened. About 2 months into their relationship, Emma came home early from work one day. She had a migraine and her boss told her to go home and rest. When she walked into the apartment, she heard voices coming from the bedroom. Her first thought was panic that maybe Lily was with someone else, that this was too good to be true. But as she got closer, she realized one of the voices was male, and it sounded familiar. She quietly opened the bedroom door, and what she saw made her blood run cold. Lily was sitting on the bed talking to Marcus. Emma's immediate reaction was anger and confusion. She demanded to know what Marcus was doing there and why. Lily didn't tell her he was coming over. Lily looked guilty, and Marcus had this smug expression on his face that Emma wanted to slap off. Marcus stood up and said he needed to tell Emma something important. He said that he and Lily had never actually broken up. That whole night when Lily showed up crying at Emma's door, it was all planned. Lily had told Marcus about her feelings for Emma, and instead of being upset, Marcus suggested they use it to their advantage. See, Marcus had a fetish he wanted to watch Lily with another woman, and he thought Emma was attractive. So they came up with this scheme where Lily would pretend Marcus cheated, she'd stay at Emma's place, confess her feelings, and start a relationship with Emma, all while Marcus watched from the sidelines. Marcus had installed a hidden camera in Emma's bedroom the first week Lily moved in. He had been watching them the entire time, their intimate moments, their private conversations, everything. Emma felt like she was going to be sick. She looked at Lily, hoping this was some kind of sick joke, that Lily would tell Marcus to shut up and get out. But Lily wouldn't meet her eyes. She was staring at the floor, and tears were rolling down her cheeks, but she wasn't denying anything. Emma's voice was shaking as she asked Lily if it was true. And Lily finally spoke. She said yes, it started as a plan with Marcus, but then something unexpected happened. She actually fell in love with Emma for real. The feelings that started as part of the scheme became genuine. She said she tried to break things off with Marcus multiple times over the past 2 months, but he had leverage over her. He threatened to show Emma the videos to expose everything if Lily didn't continue playing along. Lily said she was trapped and didn't know how to get out without hurting Emma. Emma was devastated, heartbroken, angry, and betrayed all at once. She told them both to get out of her apartment immediately. Marcus left with a laugh, saying it was fun while it lasted. Lily begged Emma to listen to her, to give her a chance to explain properly, but Emma couldn't even look at her. Lily eventually left, and Emma spent the rest of that day crying on her bathroom floor. She felt like the biggest fool in the world. How could she have believed that someone like Lily could actually love her? It all seemed too perfect, and now she knew why. The next few days were a blur. Emma called in sick to work. She blocked both Lily and Marcus on everything: phone, social media, email. She even looked into getting a restraining order. Her friends rallied around her when she finally told them what happened. They were furious on her behalf and wanted to confront Lily and Marcus, but Emma just wanted to move on. About a week after everything exploded, Emma got a letter in the mail. It was from Lily. A handwritten letter several pages long. In it, Lily explained everything in detail. She talked about how her relationship with Marcus had been toxic for a long time, how he was controlling and manipulative, how he had convinced her that Emma would never be interested in her, so the only way she'd get to experience being with Emma was through this twisted plan. Lily wrote that the moment she kissed Emma that first night, everything changed. She realized that what she felt for Emma was real, and always had been. The plan with Marcus was just an excuse she used to give herself, permission to act on feelings she'd been suppressing for years. She said she tried to tell Emma the truth multiple times but was terrified of losing her. She said she knew Emma probably hated her now, and she deserved it, but she needed Emma to know that her feelings were genuine. She ended the letter by saying she had left Marcus for good this time. She moved back in with her parents and was in therapy working through everything. She said she wasn't asking for forgiveness or for Emma to take her back. She just needed Emma to know the truth. Emma read the letter multiple times. Part of her wanted to believe Lily, wanted to think that the love they shared was real. But the betrayal was too deep. How could she ever trust Lily again? How could she know what was real and what was part of the manipulation? Emma decided she needed closure. She agreed to meet Lily one time at a neutral location, a coffee shop. When they met, Lily looked terrible, like she hadn't slept in days. They sat down and Lily apologized profusely. She showed Emma proof that she had filed a police report against Marcus for the hidden camera. She showed Emma screenshots of her blocking Marcus on everything. She showed Emma her therapy appointment schedule. She was trying to prove that she was serious about changing, about making things right. Emma listened to everything. And then she said something that surprised even herself. She said, "I believe that you have real feelings for me, but that doesn't change what you did. You violated my trust in the worst way possible. You let someone watch us in our most intimate moments without my consent. That's not just a betrayal, that's a crime. I need time to heal from this, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you." Lily nodded, understanding, tears streaming down her face. They said goodbye and Emma left. Over the next few months, Emma focused on herself. She got into therapy too, to process the trauma of what happened. She redecorated her apartment, getting rid of anything that reminded her of Lily. She threw herself into work and got another promotion. She started dating casually, nothing serious, just getting back out there. And slowly she started to feel like herself again. Meanwhile, Lily kept her distance. She respected Emma's boundaries. But every few weeks, Emma would get a text from Lily. Not asking to get back together, just checking in, asking if Emma was okay. Saying she was thinking of her. Emma rarely responded, but she didn't block the number either. Then one day, about 6 months after everything fell apart, Emma ran into Lily at a grocery store. It was completely by accident, neither of them expected it. They stood there in the produce aisle staring at each other, and Emma realized something. She wasn't angry anymore. The rage and hurt that had consumed her for months had faded into something else. Not forgiveness exactly, but understanding. She understood that people make terrible mistakes, especially when they're in toxic relationships. She understood that Lily was a victim of Marcus's manipulation too, even if she participated in it. They ended up getting coffee again. This time it was less tense. They talked like old friends catching up. Lily told Emma she was doing better, that therapy was helping. She had started a new job and cut ties with several toxic people in her life, including some mutual friends who had known about Marcus's plan. Emma shared that she was also in therapy and was working through trust issues. By the end of that coffee, Emma surprised herself again. She said, "I don't know if we can ever be what we were, but maybe we can be friends again someday." Lily's face lit up and she said that would mean everything to me. So that's where they are now. Slowly, carefully rebuilding a friendship. Emma says she doesn't know if she'll ever be able to fully trust Lily romantically again. The betrayal cut too deep. But she also says that life is complicated and people are complicated. And sometimes the person who hurts you the most is also someone you can't completely let go of. She ended her Reddit post by saying she's taking it one day at a time. Some days she misses what they had. Some days she's angry all over again. But mostly she's just trying to move forward and build a life that makes her happy, whether Lily is in it or not. The comments on her post were mixed. Some people said she should never speak to Lily again, that what Lily did was unforgivable. Others said everyone deserves a second chance and that Lily seemed genuinely remorseful. Emma responded to a few comments saying she appreciates all perspectives, but ultimately, she has to do what feels right for her. And right now that means leaving the door open just a crack. Not for romance necessarily, but for the possibility of healing. So what do you think about this story? Was Emma right to give Lily another chance, even just as friends? Or should she have cut Lily out of her life completely? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable real life stories. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.